Hi, my name is Francis Stevens. This is my NWO Soccer Weekly Analytic Report for social media and sports marketing. Today we're going to speak over the brand overview on NWO Soccer Weekly. So the main question is this: what is NWO Soccer Weekly? Well, our brand is to provide an outlet and exposure for local high school and college soccer matches and breaking news throughout the Northwest Ohio area. By providing an outlet, fans of the brand can see live game tracking on specific matches going on throughout the area by using social media outlets such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Vine, etc. The list can go on and on. We also provide a power poll ranking that is taken care of by voting throughout coaches and also naming players and teams of the week. Articles located on the NWO Soccer Weekly blog, nwosoccerweekly.blogspot.com, will also give you a chance to take a look at news, previews of games and players throughout the area, as well as game recaps from games that maybe NWO Soccer Weekly has covered. It is a great opportunity for our fans to see a lot of different things going on throughout the Northwest Ohio soccer arena. Our brand audience. Our brand audience is a male and female, have to be soccer fans, located in the Northwest Ohio, Southeast Michigan area, and the ages can range from age 13 and even 14 to age 65. We are very family friendly. Not only do players and coaches want to be involved, but also parents, even grandparents, administrators of schools, administrators of organizations such as leagues and conferences may want to know what's going on in the Northwest Ohio area. It's a great opportunity for us to build this brand and to make it strong with a very strong following. Brand imagery and tone. We chose the colors green, black, and white to represent the beautiful game of soccer. A green soccer field, a black and white ball, that's what you see in most games. Those colors represent growth, power, and purity, and which we want to represent the community with accurate detail. Growth meaning more followers, power by means being the best in the area, and purity by meaning doing everything very positive in a positive way. As you said, we are using this outlet as a community outreach for people to come together who are very interested in all the same thing. Our tone of the brand is very simple. We want to be the face of the soccer community in Northwest Ohio, which means promoting the game in the right way, giving people the news that they want to see and things they may not be able to see in most cases. That's our job, to be the face of it and give people the news that they want to see. So, with NWO Soccer Weekly being formed, you have to have a campaign strategy. Well, we're going to actually take a look at this and see what we're going to do here with our campaign strategy. Our campaign title is very simple: NWO Soccer Weekly. This week we want to be out and give you our number one source for a lot of news, scores, and updates throughout the area. Our campaign audience. We're a very open demographic that will attract both male and female from ages, like we said, 13 to 14 to 65, male or female. Like we said, not only do players and coaches want to be involved in NWO Soccer Weekly, but parents, players' friends, students of the school, administrators, teachers, a lot of other people, even including news outlets, want to be involved with this to see what is going on throughout the area. It's very, very important to build a strong audience so that they keep on wanting to come back and visit and being engaged and wanting to participate in what NWO Soccer Weekly has to offer. We believe that we're going to offer the best news that is going on throughout the area with great detail. We can definitely guarantee that we're going to come to our audience in different ways. So, for instance, which we will talk about soon here with social media platforms. Maybe not a lot of parents will have Facebook or Twitter or Instagram and a lot of other things. So maybe they can use this outlet through their children to see what is going on in the soccer world in Northwest Ohio. Our weekly campaign is going to be a 6-day campaign. We want to start the campaign from last Monday, September 22nd, and it finished last on Saturday, the 27th. Basically, we wanted to go 6 days due to the fact that there's so many games and so many things going on during the week. Prime example, a lot of high school games, major high school games going on the weekend. So we did not want to feel left out and leaving those teams out and not being able to share the great news of those games that were going on this weekend. It's very, very important to make sure that we have our campaign timeline down so we know what each day we have content and what we need to share and report back onto our platforms. Our campaign strategy is very simple. One, the staff will be strictly myself doing the day-to-day upkeep for all platforms being used. So for instance, Facebook, Twitter, Blogspot, those are going to be the things that I will take care of myself to get the news out. All the content will strictly deal with NWO soccer news, scores, and recaps of games in the area. Like we said, we're going to offer a lot of articles for pre-games, even games of the week that we will cover. Also scores throughout the Northwest Ohio area, and recaps of those big games that we like to cover. But we want to link the blog to our main social media platforms to gain more interest and also participation engagement with discussions, making it an open forum, inviting our fans to comment on stories and even game recaps, and also even maybe tales of the tape game previews. Those are also big things to get people more engaged and to participate in what we're trying to do. And by promoting our blog on social media outlets, this will give us more followers and people interested in reading articles posted by myself on the blog. It's very, very important to link those things out to people so they can take a look and have an opportunity to read what positives are going on in Northwest Ohio and the soccer community. It's very, very important that also our news is very accurate and credible. We do not want to be putting false stories on so we lose followers. We're going to make sure we're getting the words coming from coaches and also players' mouths to detail. Our campaign overview. The purpose of the campaign is to promote the game of soccer to fans throughout the Northwest Ohio area. The goals are very simple: to give outreach to the soccer community, applaud student athletes for their hard work, and also to promote this game even more and to become bigger and better throughout the area. As we said, outreach to the community. We're giving back for what we love to do and branching it out to other people who have the same love for it as well. There's a lot of time and dedication spent for sending kids to a lot of games, camps, and a lot of things like that. So we want to make it very simple and obvious for us to share this news to people in the area. And also giving those student athletes the proper news and proper excitement that they deserve. Them going out there and working their butts off each and every day, they deserve a chance to go and take a look at something and see scores for other games and see what they've been able to do on the field as well for their teams. And also to promote the game. This game has become much bigger in the last 15 years in the Northwest Ohio soccer community. So it's very, very important for us to get that news and to get those stats and to get those things together to make it bigger and better, because the game's getting bigger and better in the area. It's very important to stay on top of the news and not let other people be on top of you sharing the same exact thing. So what is the objective aim? Brand awareness. But why would we use brand awareness? The meaning of Northwest Ohio Soccer Weekly campaign is to promote brand awareness to our fans throughout the Northwest Ohio area. We want to get the people's attention by promoting the right content to gain interest. So bringing quality content is going to get more people who want to be a part of Northwest Ohio Soccer Weekly by going on to Twitter and going on to Facebook and even visiting our blog to see what updated content they can follow. People like to get news on their fingertips right away, and it's very important for us to give that news to those people in the right manner. Campaign tools. Well, it's very simple. For analytics, for a lot of things that we're going to do today, one, we're going to use Google Blogspot as our main area for our articles. And we will use Facebook and Twitter as social media platforms for content to also build followers for a blog. For analyzing our blogs, we will use Google and Twitter Analytics. It's a great way to see how many people are following you, the gender, the behavior. Are they coming back? Are they coming back as returning visitors to the page, or are they brand new to the page? And as well as Facebook Insights to see who is liking your posts and seeing how many posts have reached to people. Because it's great when you make a post, you want to see how many people have seen it to actually know what's going on in the area. And Hootsuite will be the main source for scheduled content being published for Facebook and Twitter. Hootsuite is a great source to use to schedule those because in most cases, you cannot be on your phone at all times. It's very important that we get content and get those contents out at the right times, at the right traffic areas as well too, where people are actually seeing the content going out. So Hootsuite will be definitely a main campaign tool that we will use to make our campaign a success. Our campaign timetable and procedures. All of our content will be posted before 11 p.m. during the campaign and will be approved before the posting. So for instance, our power poll that comes out on Monday, the power poll will be released before 10 p.m. We will normally schedule that content to be released off of Hootsuite, scheduled at that certain time based on the traffic that's going on that evening. All articles will be posted between the hours of noon till 5 p.m. on Blogspot. Facebook posts will be posted between the hours of 3:30 p.m. till 11 p.m. And Twitter will have scheduled posts and also live tweeting from events we are covering. Twitter is a great way to have those opportunities to give people what they want, especially for games they can't get to. For instance, say if you're across town at your daughter's game and you want to see what's going on in another game, it's a great way to actually be able to follow that on your phone because you can't be at two places at one time. So all tweets will be live and they will give you the updates you're looking for to see who's scoring goals, who's leading the match, what's going on in that certain area. We want to make sure we're getting those tweets at the right times of traffic as well. So we're gaining more followers and catching those people's eyes and engaging them to want to visit our campaign and our brand. So finally, we get to our campaign results for NWO Soccer Weekly. According to Google Analytics, NWO Soccer Weekly blog, as we see there in parentheses, or nwosoccerweekly.blogspot.com, had 68.1% new visitors, while 31.9% were returning visitors to the blog site. Of the 163 visits to the blog, 54 of the visitors, 33.1%, were residents of Toledo, Ohio, while Sylvania came in with 28, which is 17.1% of the visits. As we take a look at the pie graph, you see the darker kind of bluish area. That's the 68.1% new visitors that came to visit our blog. The 33.1% that came back were the ones who were returning to actually take a look at some other things. I believe the trends that we saw there were plain and simple. We were able to write a lot of articles and get those articles out on time. Unfortunately, I just feel that I did not do a very good job of getting and promoting those articles more, so people came to visit this specific website to give us that opportunity there. So I think the next best thing we need to do to promote our blog, to get more followers, and to keep people more engaged is becoming more interactive. Maybe going out with a camera and shooting these pre-game, these post-game recaps instead of maybe possibly typing on them. You're going to get more people engaged by seeing something in video and by person than you may get by seeing on someone writing something. But it's also very good to see that a lot of people in the Northwest Ohio area, Toledo and Sylvania, were coming to the site and visiting. We had some others from Cleveland, Chicago, Orlando, Florida, even one in Anchorage, Alaska, who came to even check out the page. But I think we need to promote this page a little bit more to be visited than our other social media platforms. Our Facebook page did a fantastic job, actually. 132 likes in a 6-day campaign. 100 of those likes came within a 24-hour time frame. That's great. It's good that you had a chance to go and promote. We had a good opportunity to promote the page, and we had a great following come back. And it was good to see that all the content that we were putting on, people were checking out. Now, the next best thing is maybe giving people more of an opportunity to comment on those. As we said, we want to make this kind of an open forum for people to have comments and share their feedback. But I think we may need to do, for instance, a survey to see what can we do better on Facebook, and even this, especially for our blog, to gain more engagement and gain more participation for these two sites to have great success. 491 people were engaged on the page throughout the whole entire week, which is up 554.7%, which is a good number, especially with the amount of people that were coming through in the high traffic parts. So more importantly for us is, as we said, gaining more people's participation and engagement to come and visit the page more and more for the content that we do have on the page. But very impressed to see what we were able to do on the Facebook side. I think we may have failed at some things. One, just not promoting it more to gain more people. But I was really impressed. I just wanted to see if I get to 100 likes within the first 48 hours, and I got to 100 likes within the first 24. So I can't really say that we didn't do a good. I did not do a good job promoting. I think we did a good job. I think I could do better to gain more of those people to come and visit our page and even have the chance to even comment on it. But as we said, we need to go out and maybe do surveys or even more research to see what can gain more people's interest into coming and liking the page. As for Twitter did a pretty decent job. I had a really low number for Twitter, and we were able to see kind of what the gender barrier was on the page, and it was very interesting. Of the 68 followers that I do have on Twitter, which the number is starting to grow more and more as the week goes on, 76% of those followers were male. 26% of those followers were female. So I think the bigger thing we need to do is kind of promote a little bit more towards the female side. This is not just a blog and a social media platform for guys. This is for everyone. As we said, it's very family friendly. We want to get the soccer community more involved. We need to get those numbers kind of even. But I thought at some point I wanted to look at the numbers. I thought I maybe wanted to have 30 followers, and I had 68 by the end of the week, which was really good. But I think where we failed at is, one, we need to reach out more to the female demographic to get them more involved with the site. As we say, sometimes it's going to be a little bit more different. Guys are a little bit more aggressive with social media things, especially on Twitter. But I think it's more important for us to gain more of those followers, to have more success, to make sure that they know that they're not left out with this in general as well too, because we're also covering girls games. For instance, our game of the week in our blog was a girls game. So we need to get more of the female demographic up to be matched with the male demographic, so everything's even, and we're seeing those numbers coming back there, and they're having a positive note. But all in all, as a reflection of everything, I really thought we did a fantastic job. One, just not having too unrealistic goals. I think our trends that we try to do is, one, try to make sure we were posting at the right times to get people more involved, to see if they were even paying attention to things. And we actually I saw a pretty good number with that throughout. So I think the big thing for me as a reflection on this is, one, just promoting this page even more to gain more followers. Two, making sure the content is going to be very engaging for someone to even take a look at again a second time. And three, just getting the participation up. I think as the goals I have were success, I think a lot of the stories I have were successes, and people really enjoyed that. Just being able to walk around the community and getting complimented on doing this is basically telling me that I'm doing a pretty good job and can continue this. Just a little bit of a reflection that I kind of wrote in here, and I will read this to you guys. In order for NWO Soccer Weekly to be a success and be the best for all news soccer, I myself had to take my social media and blog more interactive, where my fans can be more engaged and want to visit all the sites, get more participation, even get feedback from fans or even new visitors. In order of having great success, you have to get feedback if you want to continue to gain followers, which I'm a firm believer that, one, maybe putting a survey on our social media platforms and even our blog to see what can we do to make this page the best page possible. I think being more interactive by getting interviews and being able to see the discussions will be a great way to see people getting more involved and maybe possibly seeing more followers coming with this page. I think this page has got great potential. I definitely do. I want to continue to do this, not even just for the project. I want to continue to do this until I potentially go somewhere else. But in order for this page to be the best, I think I need to change some things to have more success. My goals are going to be very, very simple. They're not going to be anything that's too far fetched. I don't want to have 30,000 likes. Maybe like to have maybe 500 likes by the end of the year. But in order to do that, I got to make sure that I'm having the proper content and being able to reach out to people at certain times to bring them in and see that our content is very credible, but it's also going to be very reliable. We need reliability, and is a very important thing to have. And you got to have those scheduled tweets going out and those scheduled Facebook messages, and even also scheduling, articles to come out at a certain time for your blog. Paying close attention to detail, those are both more important things, in my opinion, is going to make this page to be very, very strong. But I'm going to keep working hard to figure out new ways to gain new followers, to gain people to be more interested in putting comments on there, and to gain numbers to raise. I think the engagement rate on Twitter was a 1.6%. I like to maybe have that at a 3% by the end of November. So maybe researching other ways to figure out what can make this page the best and what can make this page where people are going to want to visit, not only just the blog, but also the social media platforms, and be able to see that the information they're getting is credible, is precise, and is always very, very reliable. I want to thank you for this month. I really think I learned a lot more about what's the background of social media and how it can help with marketing a sport. There's so many different things that are going on in sports nowadays. It's just it's awesome to see that we can use social media in certain ways that I never knew that we could use it. So I really appreciate this month. Thank you so much. I really hope you enjoy this project and have a great rest of the way and enjoy. Cheers.